Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. If you clicked on this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps me out. And let's go ahead and talk about some Slayer and how I like to AFK the skill. So, Slayer is I feel Slayer's a skill that is one of the more AFK skills in old school RuneScape. I know some people probably think that it's pretty tedious. You're always having to work for it. But to be honest, I don't think it's super bad. I like I said, I think it's one of the more AFK skills, and it also depends on where you're doing your Slayer task a lot. And there's a lot of different places to do your Slayer task. Hellhound's example, there's multiple different areas. When you look at Fire Giants, there's different areas. A lot of times, if I'm really trying to AFK, and you can even do this better than me if you get your combat achievements done, but a lot of times cannoning is a really great idea when you're trying to AFK a Slayer task. And you can do this. I do it the lazy method. I just use prayer, cannon, and just relax. Because as you can see, I'm just kind of chilling here. I'm doing it, and it's not a big deal. Abyssal demons, anywhere in the catacombs that is a multi-target that you can use the I forget what it's called. I call it the V-bow, where it shoots the 3, and I know it's a little spendy, 60 mil, but man, it is such a nice task. The blood veils, I think they're called, blood voids or whatever they're called. They're the big slow poke, big old thing with a giant tongue looking Slayer monster. I think those are probably coming to be one of my favorite Slayer tasks because how AFK they are. So a lot of Slayer tasks can be AFK'd. Now there are certain things that maybe you can't, or maybe you're trying to speed kill or something like that. Like if you're doing a task and man, even the black demons I AFK also. Most of the tasks I just AFK, and I think if you just did the skill and you AFK'd it constantly, man, it is so easy. It's so easy. I love to AFK Slayer. Now, I will say this though. As AFK as it is, you do have a chance to die sometimes. Alright? Or you have a chance to miss some loot. That is one bad thing about it. You know, you do want, if you want to loot all the loot and stuff, obviously it's not going to be as AFK. And what is AFK to you? Because I think there's a big difference between my AFK and someone else's AFK. And when I say AFK, it depends on the skill, right? Is blood runecrafting AFK? Kind of. It depends on, you know, the way you think about things. When I look at blood runecrafting, it is the most AFK runecrafting method you can do. But realistically, when you compare it to woodcutting, it's not very AFK at all. Because, you know, when you're clicking the things, if the thing depletes and you sit there for a minute, you might not get anything. So it kind of depends on what your method of AFK is. Like Hellhounds, for example. This Hellhound task right here. Man, this is super chill. Super chill. My hands are down. They're not even on the keyboard. Not even on the mouse. We're just chilling, hanging out. And, you know, it's very AFK. So, I don't know. I think I think Slayer is one of the more AFK training methods in the game. Obviously, you know, probably fishing and cooking definitely outbeat it. We're gonna title this Slayer is the most AFK skill in old school RuneScape. That's what we're gonna title it. Is it truly? Man, I think it can be. I really do. I think it can be. I think it's definitely top skills though, in my opinion. And listen, I'm only level 95 Slayer. All right, look, actually, let's look at my skills real quick. I'm level 95 Slayer. I'm 99 woodcutting, 99 fishing, 99 mining. Mining is crazy now. Oh my goodness, with those expert gloves. Um, 99 rune crafting. And then, skills that you kind of just bank stand. They're pretty AFK too. Like crafting or cooking or something like that. But yeah, I've done some skills. And like I said, I think Slayer is one of the more enjoyable AFKs out there, because like I'll put the cannon up and I'll just make sure my prayer's up, and dude, I'll walk to the other room and I'm like, I'm good. Wood cutting, I always worry about the tree depleting. I did this before forestry, so it's a little different. Or like fishing, it was one of those things where I don't know if it's gonna deplete or not. Slayer, I know the monsters are always gonna be spawning, so that's the nice thing about Slayer. All right, guys. So we're gonna ramble a little bit. We're gonna talk. If you guys want to hang out and talk, I'm gonna talk about some skills I've been doing and some Slayer and my dream item. I have a dream item now. Actually, no. Let's not talk about my dream item. We'll talk about my dream item in the next video, okay? Because I do have a dream item, and I didn't even know it existed until I saw it. So we'll talk about my dream item in the next video. But let's go over some skills. I did start training a different skill. I haven't done Slayer in the past 2 days. I've been just working a lot, and when I get home, I'm just exhausted, and I know a Slayer task is going to take me a little bit of time. So I haven't done a Slayer task in the last 2 days. Just been working a tremendous amount of hours. So I actually did some Hunter. I got 80 Hunter. Yeah, so I did bird nest a little bit, but I also trained that new lizard in the new zone that we have, the Voldemort zone, or is it Voldemort? Is that the Harry Potter guy? I don't know. Whatever the zone is called, the new zone. I trained some salamanders or something. I guess one could be like a big one, and it sells for a lot. I did that actually, and the XP rates were actually pretty good. But then I did some herb something. It's some pig on Fossil Island. You go and you click it, and it kind of runs, and you click it, and then he comes out, and you like, dude, you harvest this dude? Like, how brutal is that? This guy's still alive, and you're like, whatever, But yeah, I did that, and it actually, that training method is actually really good, and it actually gives a lot of herbs. I didn't realize how many that I was getting, and I checked, and I had at least 15 of each, and I was like, geez, this is crazy. So that's actually, and it's actually kind of chill. It's not too bad. I could definitely see myself maybe like hitting a birdhouse run, and then maybe hitting a few of those, and then getting back to a task or something. That's pretty cool. I think that's definitely something that I'm going to be hitting up here and there. But we're the goal. I might take a little break from Slayer. Now I say that because I don't want to say I'm getting burnt out, but I want to do something a little bit different, and because I've had a pretty good streak of just going for like 99s. Okay, I did rune crafting from, I think I was 40, or man, was I 35 or something, like 30, 37, I think. We went all the way to 99. That's a big grind without a break. And then we got 99 HP, we got 99 strength, and now I jumped right into a Slayer, and now I'm 95. I was 90 or 80, 85? No, we were less than 85 because I couldn't do Abyssal Demons. So I've done quite a bit of grinding, and I kind of just want to chill. Now, I just talked about in this video how AFK Slayer is, and that is true, but I want a different scenery. I think for me, when I get burnt out on something, I want a different scenery where I don't have to gather the supplies and go to the same spots and things like that. Even if it's AFK, I want to do something different, and I don't know what that different is yet. I did some plank make. Yeah, there's a yawn. You can't get a morning video with a yawn. I did some, you know what I actually might do? I might actually do some fire making. Fire making or smithing. Oh, some cannonballs sounds so good right now. I know cannonballs are like, don't do cannonballs. But sometimes just the chill can kind of like reignite that spark, right? Because as much as I love Slayer, I wish it was done. And I want to kind of do something different. I guess in the next video we'll talk about my dream item, and then I'm gonna do another video that is I'm gonna use the contact spell, and I'm actually going to contact the Slayer Master in Shiloh Village. So I will be doing some Slayer in the next few videos, but I'm going to take a short break off of Slayer. And when I say short break, it might be a week. It might be an hour. I don't know. It kind of depends on how I feel, and that's the way I want to play the game. If I feel a certain way, I want to be like, I'm gonna switch it up, because my goal is to max the account, and then I'm going to go ham on raids, combat logs, collection logs. I want to do it all. And I currently can't do that because I feel I need to achieve something in the skills, because I have a dream item that I want, but I also have a dream. And the dream is to get a max account, because I've always wanted a max account, and I feel like I'm the closest I've ever been. So I want to continue that grind and see what I can do with it. And I think we're getting there. 21-26. I think we can do this. We're gonna have a max party too. We're gonna go into a world and we're gonna get max, and I just want to be there with everybody. It's not necessarily we're gonna do anything. I just want to be there with everybody, and everybody that was watching the videos and stuff. If they want to be there when I get that max, I think it will be something special. So yeah, I don't know. We're, like I said, we just ramble, man. We ramble. Next video, I'll talk about my dream item, and then we'll do the next video after that. We're gonna do the contact. I'm gonna use contact, and then we're gonna do the Slayer task that I get from the contact, and see if we get any rare loot or something like that. It would kind of be a ramble video there too. But that's about it, guys. Like I said, last few days have been super, super long days. I should probably rest today, but we're gonna play some RuneScape, and we're gonna grind. Okay, that's kind of resting. All right, guys, and like always, actually before we go, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping me with the watch time and things like that. What is your favorite item on RuneScape? Or what is, not your favorite item. What is your dream item? What item do you want the most? I'm curious. And like always, anything goes good with a Dragon Med.